Hello everyone, welcome back or to my channel. So today I thought I would do a video of my little mini decks. I'm sure people, they know what they are. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I will state which ones are my favorites and what have you. So here we have The Language of Flowers, Rockpool Publishing. Let's see, by Sherilyn Darcy. I've had this one for a really long time. And you usually get a little how to use the cards, and then sometimes there's something in here. They're little magnetic closure boxes, which I love. And here are the backs. They're glossy. And here are the cards. And I'm not going to go through every single one in every deck because obviously I've got quite a few decks here, but just to give you an idea. This one used to be one, I used to use this one a lot. So this one used to be one of my favorites. I haven't picked this one up in a little bit. But I love using these cards as an addition for my insights of the day on my Facebook page for my followers. I usually put 3 cards up, and I always have one of the small cards down at the bottom. They're great affirmation decks. Great affirmation decks. Next, Whispering Woods. Love this one. Jessica Lee. Really cute little box here. If you want to pause and read that. This one is by US Games. Again, we've got how to use the cards. Here's the backs. They're so adorable. I think, yes, the backs on these ones are all the same too. I really love this one too. This is a favorite. The font can be a little confusing here. Like, this is a D, dance. The other one I just, in the beginning, like this one here, is idle hours, I believe. Yeah, as much as I've used this deck, I mean, some of the font can be a little wonky, but nonetheless, they're really cute. I love the little squirrel up in the corner. And you can always pause if you want to read a card or whatever. A lot of these little guys are getting hard to find, these decks. So that one was the Whispering Woods, and it's going to give me a hard time getting back in there. Okay. Angel Whispers. This one was probably one of my first ones, and it's got these little puffy little wings up here by Debbie Malone. Positive affirmations to guide and encourage you. So you get a big little right up there, and here's the backs of them. That all the backs are the same, and I say that because some of the decks, the backs are all different. I haven't used this one in quite some time. Life never ends. Spirit endures all. I used to use the bejeezers out of this one, but then you get to the point where you have so many decks. It's hard to, you know, use them all. Like I'm getting ready to go through my shelves and pull down the ones that just sit and, you know, put them up on my website, because there's no need in having them. Yes, collectors like to have them. I'm getting tired of the clutter though. Next one is fortune cookies. This was a favorite too. This one is by Sharina Starr. She makes other decks as well. Again, using the cards, flip closure box. All the backs are the same. And it's just like a little fortune cookie message. A little bit hard to see for some people. I don't use these on my posts because it's a little hard to see the bright red with the yellow. But nonetheless, these are nice. This is a nice little deck. Used to be one of my favorites. I just haven't reached for it in a while. There's the fortune cookies. Divine Directions, another one of my favorites. 40 inspiration cards by Jade Sky. US Game Systems. And these are the backs. Same backs on all of them. Another favorite of mine. And they're very sturdy little cards. These little cards are never gonna, and I love how you can get jumpers out of them so easily. What did we have? Signs. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice one. So your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they send you. Nice little message for someone today. Or even myself. Next one, we have Let Go by Akel Pratam. I'm not sure if I butchered that or not. Rockpool Publishing. These cards serve as reminders to stay focused on your creative destiny and future success and living your, you know, you can read all that if you'd like. I don't want to get my eyes going. I really like this one too. Now this one is a little more papery. This one's a little more papery, yet still sturdy. The backs on these are all different, and they're so pretty. So I'm just going to flip through the backs really quick, and then, look, and then I'll flip them over and we'll look at the messages. Really, really pretty. Very feminine when it comes to the artwork. Okay, and now some of these can be a little tough to see if you're taking pictures of them. Stand in a garden and be thought-free just for a moment. You are supported and will have helpers whenever you need them. Let them come. Your mind is a recorder. Let go of all the negative, unkind replays and replace them with elevated sounds. Yeah, see, so this one's a little more, you know, it's busy because of all the design in it, but they're beautiful little cards. And then you get this where it's nice and crystal clear. Nonetheless, a great little affirmation deck. Very pretty too, to have one, you know, sitting up on your altar along with, you know, whatever other cards you have up there. I know I always have cards on my altar. I have my weekly cards. And sometimes I just feel pulled to pull a card from a certain deck, and then that one will sit there for the week. I used to pull a card a day, but you know, I in my humble opinion, it's too much. I mean, a card a day, it's just too much. It's too much to receive, in my opinion. Card a week, couple cards a week, give you the message for the week, is just perfect in my opinion. Flower Petals by Sherilyn Darcy, and she is the same creator of The Language of Flowers, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. These ones are super pretty as well. All the backs are the same. And then you get the name of the flower. And then you get your little message. But yeah, like I was saying, like if you're pulling a tarot card a day, I mean, how much can happen, you know, every single day, you know? I mean, sure, clarity, guidance, whatever. But I've just, you know, I've learned over the years, it's too much. It's too overwhelming. It didn't make sense pulling a card every day. I'm like, what? Well, that message meant absolutely nothing. 3 months have passed by, and that, you know, that one message, you know, it did not apply to me. But when I do them on a weekly basis, I find it much more, they make much more sense. It's something that I focus on for the week. Like just one of the cards that I have out for the week is this one, Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. And I'm always in my sanctuary. I'm always in this room, unless it's to, you know, shower or, you know, go out in the living room, you know, go outside for my walk or whatever. But besides for that, this is where I am. I only leave my home, the property, when it's a doctor's appointment. Sometimes I go to the little market down the road and I go for walks. But besides for that, this is sanctuary. So when I pulled that card, you know, it made sense. Anyway, this one is Daily Healing. This is my newest one. And I like it, but it's a little hard to see some of them if you got... you know, if your eyes are getting a little, my eyes are getting bad with age, even though my eye doctor says, nope, your eyes are perfectly fine. I'm like, I'm telling you, doc, my eyes ain't fine. I can't see half the time unless I put my readers on, and then, you know, your eyes get so used to the readers that they're not good to have on all the time, and I have to have them on a lot. But like I said, I'm always in this room. I'm always divining. I'm always into cards. I'm always doing readings. You name it. I'm always on the computer doing things on my pages. Now I'm running a coven, an online coven. So constantly wearing the readers. But this is a nice little deck. Enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Foster patience. Yeah, see the fonts on some of these. blame it on the font, right? Remind yourself that you are a soul spirit being. Practice speaking positively about other people and events, and especially the future. I don't like when they put an S on practice. It's just not how it should be. But anyways, and all the backs are different on these ones. Really pretty. Daily Healing by Ingo. Let's see how we say. Oh, Ina Segal, and that's my newest one. I'm going to put that over in the pile because I will be doing a July wrap up. Next one is Avalon Magic by Rose and Sarah Rockpool Publishing. This is one of my faves. Absolutely love this one. So the backs are all different on this one. And they are pretty. Look at the dragons. The knight riding to his castle. I love this one here. All of them, they're very pretty. And I'll flip them around and show the message side. Look how pretty that owl. Offering a cup there. Love. Love always supports you and aligns you with your true purpose. Welcome the solitude. It is time to replenish your weary soul. The Sword. Be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. Clarity. Beautiful. This is a pretty well-known one. You see this one a lot on the tube here. And I used to have a lot more of these little minis. I put a lot of them in my shop, my online, on my website, and I did sell quite a few. I just didn't use them, and I go through these phases where I want all my decks, but then I don't want the clutter. Secret Garden. Enhancing Messages from Quiet Spaces by Jessica Lay. She's another one. She's also Whispering Woods. Another Rockpool Publishing. And this one's a very pretty deck. So all the backs are the same. As you can see, they're glossy. But all the little outlines are not the same. There's little differences. Super, super cute cards. Another one of my favorites. Move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Relax. Delight in powdered gold sunshine. Sorry about that. I had another deck like jabbing me in the arm there. I couldn't move. But these are really cute. Then we have the Forest Fae. It's very pretty, but it's not one of my favorites. This is by Nadia Turner. Just not one of my favorites. Here's the backs. All the backs are the same. They're gorgeous. Fringe Dweller. See with eyes and heart wide open. I mean, again, they're gorgeous. The Autumn Fae. Go slowly and listen closely for the words of the tree spirits. So, I mean, I like this for myself, but not for clients. Because some clients would be like, what in the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? The Fairy Harper. Find the words to long forgotten songs and dance to the music in your soul. Trust your inner wisdom. I mean, all these are sounding okay, but then you have some, like here, seek inspiration in twilight wanderings. I just don't feel like they're for clients. Be brave and fly above the clouds. The Silent One. Watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. So, yeah, I don't pull for this one. I do once in a great while for myself, and I put it up on my reading altar space there. The Soothsayer. Travel the road seldom taken. So yeah, take a different route, but take pride in yourself. Take time for hibernation and healing. Maybe I've got this mixed up with a different deck, but yeah, I've never used this for clients. The Thimble Witch. There is magic and beginnings, so start something new. Yeah, I may have this mixed up because they do make sense. I mean, there's some decks that make sense to some people, but then to, you know, clients who are not into divination and such, they wouldn't really, you know, understand. And the Green Man. Embrace your wildness. But keep courage, be gentle. The Forest Walker. Yeah, I think I have this one mixed up with something else, but it could definitely I'd use it to add to my card of the day or insight of the day, but that's about it. It's a beautiful little deck, like I said. Magical, whimsical. The Forest Fae. And I have Moon Magic. I never use this one. Never. I've never used it. All the backs are different. Moon Goddess Hecate. I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. I'm actually going to put that up on Hecate's altar. So now I guess I will use this one. And then you have Micro Moon, Waxing Gibbous 1. I don't know why. I've never used this deck. I purchased one, and one came in one of the witchy subscription boxes that I ordered. So I have one that's unopened, I believe. Like I said, I've got to go through my decks and get them up on, you know, the decks I'm not going to use, the decks I know I'm not going to use, and get them up on my website and get them out here. And then that's more money for new decks, because there's a lot of upcoming decks for October and November and all this year, actually. Here we have Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams by Priestess Moon. I like this deck. So how I use this deck, I don't pull cards from it for like affirmations or whatever. I'll wait until we, first of all, the backings are all the same. I'll tell you as I find the cards. Happy Love. So say my husband and I aren't having the best time. I would do some type of candle working, and I would put this card under the candle. You know what I mean? That's what I use these cards for. A joyful, stable partnership and good friends. So I would do that to manifest, you know, that happy love if we are having, like, you know, a hard time. Protection. Same thing. I will set these by my bedside, and I've went around and gathered all of these to put them in the deck to show. But like this one, it sits by my bedside. Protection, or on an altar. Sometimes I'll move them around. Breaking bad habits. But this is what I use them for. And here's my other one that sits on my nightstand for healing. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. Or if I was to do a healing spell on myself or someone else, I would set this under the candle. Under, like, I always have my candle on or in something, but then I would set that underneath. But that is how I use these cards. And there's even one for money, so I set that one under my money bowl. Now here's wishes come true. Same scenario. I would use it in candle magic, alongside candle magic. The power symbol, that's Reiki. Cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. So that can be used again as, you know, or if you're going on a long trip, candle spell. Good addition to a candle spell. There's a money one in here too that I set under my money bowl. Prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. And I took that one up, picked it up because I had moved everything around. So that's what I use this deck for. That is what I have for my mini decks that come in these little boxes. But then I have these gorgeous ones that I came across. These two are from Lucy Cavendish. Okay, we'll show this one first because they're still mini. 55 messages to soothe, comfort, ease, and unify. Calming inspirations. So here, like I said, they're little mini decks, just like the other ones are actually a little minier. So these corners were sharp like these, and so I rounded them. I just didn't want the sharp corners. I haven't shown these because there is a girl on Facebook, and I don't mind sharing, you know, decks and stuff. But we were part of the same group. She kicked me out of her group now, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there because of her jealousy or whatever. But every single time I got a deck, every time, you know, she wanted to know what the deck was, she would get the deck, and then she would be doing the same cards as I was doing. I mean, I don't like that. Be your own unique self, you know, be authentic. So I held off on showing these because then, you know, I just got these recently within this year, and it was like, what's that deck, Amy? What's that deck? And I was just like, I'm just not going to share that, you know, right now because, you know, we had the same, kind of like the same following, and she wanted to post every single, you know, using every card that I was using. It's driving me crazy. Here is but now I say, fuck it, you know, go ahead. You want to be a copycat, you want to be unauthentic, go ahead. I mean, people know me, people know you. Anyways, because I love myself. Healing Messages from Your Soul to Yourself by Lucy Cavendish. But these I use just about every day. Every day. Like I said, I always put 3 cards up for my insights of the day on my Facebook page, Faithfully. And this is, I always put one of these. I have 2 more of these decks. But that's what I use these little cards for. And sometimes for a little affirmation at the end of the day. So that was the because I love myself. And I do once in a while pull for myself from these. Now, these last two are by Tony Carmine Salerno, another wonderful, wonderful artist. This one is Eternal Light, 55 guidance cards for all that you are. Here's the beautiful backs. Again, these were square, but I rounded them. And you get a lot of cards. These cards, by the way, are a more matte finish. They're not slidey and glossy. And the boxes are super cute. See the corners? The whole deck was like that, and it was, you know, when shuffling, it made them really kind of a little difficult to shuffle. So I rounded them, and they shuffle beautifully now. And then this one, the Healing Angel cards, loving guidance from the angels. Pretty little box here. And there's the backs. And then this one, you get some of the archangels. There's Raphael. And Metatron. Okay, so that was my little that was my show and tell there of all my minis. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care and brightest blessings.